Now that we are about that halfway mark in summer, I really wanted to just assess my wardrobe. What am I wearing the most of? What are my most notable mentions? When something goes in the wash, what am I grabbing for immediately as soon as it is done, hanging up in my wardrobe, and then basically just putting it on my body? Because I think that those are the pieces that tell us a lot about our everyday personal style. I remember seeing a quote where it's something along the lines of, in terms of a life perspective, the little decisions that we make every single day really become our life and our way of living. And I think the same thing goes for our wardrobe. I think a lot of times we can have the idea of our fantasy self, so we buy up all those pieces and we stack our wardrobe full of them, and then we never actually end up grabbing for them. So this is gonna be something to highlight my absolute favorites during the summer, maybe give you some inspiration on adding some pieces to your wardrobe that I think you would get a lot of wear out of, or remind you of something in your wardrobe that maybe you want to pull back to the front. This exercise has been really fun. It was quite quick because I knew exactly, I actually had laundry done and I was kind of going through the pile, so some of the things still need ironed, but I'll do that for the cutaway images. And yeah, I thought we could just do a not boil the ocean kind of video. Oh, that's Rosie itching, one moment. So I thought that we could do a not boiling the ocean kind of video for a Sunday, just a chill. It's a long weekend. If you're new here, my name's Amanda. I love to focus on style, lifestyle, and travel when I can. And hint, Scotty and I are going on a trip very soon, so we're gonna have some packing content and holiday content as well. But let's dive right in. We'll go piece by piece and just talk about it. So the first piece that I wanna bring up is actually a bag. I don't think that you have to spend a lot of money on bags to have a really amazing effect. And the first thing that I wanna mention is my farm market bag. This is really like a French-inspired market bag. It has leather handles, it's beautifully woven. It even has these like really cute details on the handles. And what I love about this one is it not only has the short handles, but also the long ones. So sometimes when I want to carry it more just like at my side with my arm extended there, I'll just do the two handles. I feel like that's really cute, but then I will use these longer handles all the time. Now, this has been one of the most worn things in my wardrobe. I ended up purchasing this at a place called Heirloom. I think it's called Heirloom 48. I may be forgetting, no, 124. I may be forgetting the number. I'll put it down below. It's in Creemore. And it's basically like an old world antique curated shop. Really beautiful. I'll tag their Instagram as well, because if you're anywhere up north and you stop through Creemore, you would absolutely love it if you really like kind of the style that I know I'm gravitated towards. This is something you can purchase on Amazon. I've gotten these from PR packages before. You know what? You can really get these in a lot of different places. The thing that I love to use this for is grocery shopping. I feel like using a French market bag like this versus using one of those bags that you can get, you know, the ones at the grocery store, this makes me feel like I am truly romanticizing my life. I have also found it extremely handy when I'm going out. I was actually at an event yesterday. When I'm going out and I'm packing a bunch of camera gear, but it doesn't necessarily fit in my purse, I will pack it in here and then pop my purse on top. Obviously, this is open top, so if you're in an area that you feel like you could get pickpocketed in or traveling, this may not be the best bag, but the perfect beach bag and the perfect companion for your everyday chores. That's the first one. While we're on bags, I may as well bring this up. Now, in the last few videos, I have mentioned this. I was gifted this by Demelier, which is absolutely the dream for me because I've purchased 2 bags from them, but it is almost the colorway I didn't realize that I needed, or I knew I needed, but I hadn't pulled the trigger for. So this is the small Montreal bag by Demelier. It's so beautiful in this ivory. I have a white one that I wore for my wedding last year from Self Portrait with this beautiful bow on it, but this is a little bit more understated, but still very elegant. It has the feet on the bottom. It also comes with not only the top lady bag handle, but it also comes with this beautiful strap. And this is the bag I'm talking about, that when I am kind of going along doing things, I will just pop it inside if I have to. But I have just found that a bag this colorway, not too loud, really nice and elegant, has gone with so many of my outfits, and it's so easy to grab, also a really amazing size. So in terms of bags, those are the 2 that I have most certainly been grabbing for the most, besides maybe like a Lululemon Everywhere satchel when I'm taking Rosie on walks. Before we dive into clothing, I really want to address the shoes that I've been wearing the absolute most, and I'm going to show you 3 different versions of them. Being a 33-year-old woman, but someone who definitely identifies more as having and wanting elegant feminine and that elevated style, I've really done away with my heels. Unless they are a kitten heel or a slide-on heel, I really do love those. I just purchased a few from Zara that have really filled a nice little hole in my wardrobe and still kind of from the high street. But these are the ones I grabbed for the absolute most no heels, flat shoes, and these as well. So you can tell these are both serving the same purpose, but they are most certainly a different variety. These are Tevas. They are what I am likely wearing when I'm taking Rosie for a walk, and I was doing a tan yesterday and I noticed, wow, okay, I have a Teva tan on my feet, but that's most certainly okay. They are incredible granny shoes. I love them so much. I've actually gotten some compliments on these. I have them in the full black colorway as well as these really fun colors. I love wearing them when I'm going to see my nieces or my nephew. I love them when I'm running around, doing errands, taking Rosie for a walk. They're great for even hikes. If you're traveling, a pair of Tevas, those are going to be an amazing city walk shoe. So if you are still going to be embracing a European girl summer or anything like that, highly recommend getting a pair of Tevas. And then if you are looking for something that is a bit more elevated, I have these. I've shown you them so many times over on my Instagram and styling videos. I actually purchased these off of Amazon. Now they don't currently have this exact pair, but they do have a few that are very similar of the exact same kind of Steve Madden build. I will tag them down below, but I just love them. They are rock stud raffia with a little metallic. These are gonna go with absolutely everything in your wardrobe and proven again and again and again. I think this might be my second or third summer with them. The cost per wear is probably a cent by now. Next up, let's go into the clothing. So I feel like the nice shirt is a category of clothing I would love to tackle in a different video, but when it comes to summer, working, doing a job outside, going to the office, or just kind of running around doing chores, these are my absolute go-to. Now, if you guys are new here, you may not know, I also have a side hustle on steroids, I call it. I have a photography business where I have a few weddings this summer, and these are amazing camo pieces that show absolutely no sweat, are still elevated to be working a wedding, but if you don't want to wear that classic just black, hey, I'm a vendor kind of vibe, it's very high paced and a busy day. So if you have anything like that, even honestly, gardening outside, if you don't want to feel like you're totally mucking around, something like this is phenomenal. I've gotten both of these from Cezanne, and matching these with just a white pair of jeans, a white pair of shorts, or maybe blue as well to match with it. They have other dainty florals. I have a pink one as well. These have just been my workhorses. And for me, someone who work so many different jobs, sometimes I have uniforms mentally picked out in my head that get me in that zone. And when I put these on, I know it's go time. Next up, for the piece that I think works the hardest in my wardrobe on just a dashing out the door, grab it from my closet, it is just a linen long sleeve. Now, I am someone who loves sometimes to cover up my arms. I'm someone who doesn't like to be cold. I really, again, love those elevated looks. And I feel like you just can't go wrong with a long sleeve linen shirt. And this white one is perfect. Plus, this one actually doesn't have a pocket, but this is a hot tip for my ladies out there. If you shop in the men's section, oftentimes they will have exact same pieces like this with a pocket. Don't ask me why. This one's from Uniqlo and the men's one has a pocket. So if you're interested in something like that, go and search both sides of the aisle there. You'll just have to adjust sizing and whatever you think. But usually these are a little bit boxier anyways, so you're not necessarily worried about, you know, that conventional curve or tailoring that may be shifted when you search in a woman's or a men's idealistic setting. I also love the linen at H&M. I have a few tops like this as well from them, whether that be a blue and white stripe or another white one. I have one from them and I love it. I have one from Rails and I love it. I just feel like these are the hardest working thing in my wardrobe whenever I need to just add a layer. Plus, if you are doing a trip like a European summer and you're walking around, please, please, please have one of these just rolled up in your farmer's market bag or rolled up somewhere. They roll up so small, but you may be dandering around in a really cute top and maybe a pair of shorts or hopefully a longer skirt. and you may see a church or something like that and want to go and visit it. You may not be allowed in that establishment if you don't have your arms covered, or shoulders covered rather, or knees covered. Having something like this with you while packing, it is just going to save you in those moments where you want to pop in somewhere that maybe you're not perfectly dressed for. I also love them if you got too much sun. Great to pop on, still nice and cool. Staying on the linen vibe, and this is where I say, please don't judge me, just watch the cutaway. I just pulled this out of the wash because it is one of my most worn, hands down, pieces in my entire wardrobe. I am so grateful that tailored vests have become a quote unquote trend, because you can find them anywhere from high street to luxury, whatever you are looking for. And this one definitely falls in the premium category when you see the price tag, but I think the cost per wear has now validated this purchase for me, which definitely makes me and my wallet and my wardrobe very happy. This one's from Passe. And what I like specifically about this one versus other ones that I maybe have in my wardrobe is it's a long line vest. So it kind of hits me just around that hip area, which means if I'm wearing a skirt underneath, a pair of jeans, anything that I've got going on, even another pair of linen pants, which I'll show you in a moment's time, it just looks so beautiful and so easy. It's something that you can throw on that feels like, oh, the white t-shirt and pair of jeans. It's like a no-brainer outfit, but it's a little bit more elevated and a little bit less boring than maybe that combination is. And this has just been one of my absolute faves. I also love, if you are looking for a vest, this one I'll tag down below. I'll tag some other ones as well. But if you yourself don't have one of these yet, and you're like, oh, actually, you know what? I've seen it so much, I would like to pull the trigger. Make sure that you find a vest that does have an adjustment on the back. It can look like this with the little clasp here, or it could be a tie-up one. I just find that it as well creates a better silhouette, and in turn that piece is not only going to fit you better because you can fit it to yourself, but it will also look more expensive. The next throw-on piece, which you wouldn't think in a summer wardrobe, but I just want to do a shout out, is a cardigan. And this cardigan is just a quick pick from Zara. It's one of those ones that I was like, I cannot believe that this is from Zara. This looks like it's from Dish or something like that, but I will tag some down below. Obviously, I won't be able to find this one, but I do have some in mind. I just feel like if you are traveling or going somewhere on a holiday and you think, oh, maybe I'm gonna want one thing at least to throw on at night in case it gets chilly, instead of grabbing that sports sweater or a blazer, which kind of just feels out of place for a holiday, a cardigan is a perfect option. Not only is it going to cover you up and keep you warm, but I just feel like it has a bit more of a cozy factor as well. And it's really giving August nights, and yeah, I just love it. It's my Nancy Meyers dream really coming to fruition here. I would say as well, if you are on the lookout for a cardigan, this is one that I've been grabbing for a lot, and I think it's because it's in a lighter colorway. Obviously, this is in cream, and I've been showing you a lot of things that are definitely in that palette, but if you are going to pack something for holiday, or even grab something for your summer wardrobe, make sure it's in a little bit of a lighter colorway. It'll be a little bit less jarring, and likelihood you have a lot of whites and creams and maybe pastel-y colors already in your summer wardrobe. I also think that if you have bolder colors, a cream goes better than black, for example. It offsets that juxtaposition. Next up is a full dress. This specifically is the dress I grab for all the time, and I always feel lovely in it, whether I belt it or I don't belt it. It's a long mid-axi, so it's not full maxi, but mid-axi, which I also recommend. It just, you're gonna have a less likelihood to trip over it. And it's in a full linen. It's also a higher neck, and that is just something that I personally feel more comfortable with. The dress that I'm wearing right now is kind of a similar sentiment, just a nice light dress for the summer is something really easy to throw on. Again, something like this, throw on my Tevas, throw on this, throw on those other shoes that I showed you. Immediately that kind of changes up the vibe. This one's from Dish, and it being full linen is the perfect fabric to have in the summer because it is just light and airy and gorgeous. And whether this just came out of the wash, which it did, and is nice and crinkled like this, showing off the true life of linen, or you have perfectly steamed it, it's gonna look just lovely and great to roll up and put in your bag if you're going on a hot weather holiday. The newest addition to my wardrobe that has been an absolute workhouse to the point where I made a video all about it, I will tag it up above, is my white flowy skirt. I bought this one at Aritzia. I'm Canadian, by the way, if you're new here, so we are well versed in our Aritzia language. I'll tag this down below. And it has just been the absolute perfect piece to pair with my light tops, a white flowy shirt, just anything in your wardrobe you can imagine, this is amazing. Plus, I think the ultimate hack of a flowy skirt, not only the fact that they are so popular now, so you can really find them in so many different places, but it feels like you're just wearing pajamas. You're almost just out and about thinking, wow, I am so comfortable. You've got some really nice airflow, and again, kind of speaking to that, if you're going on a trip and you might end up walking through a church or something like that, this is going to give you great ventilation. It's going to be so comfortable in those hot crowds, but you're gonna have your knees covered. So you're gonna be really nice and comfortable and also respectful for wherever you are going. Not that I'm totally against minis, but I'm just saying. This one's been great because it has that layered look, so it adds a little bit more texture. It definitely has a lining underneath as well, so you can't see your underwear. And it comes in a couple of different colors. I just recommend the white one. It's the one I've been grabbing for the most. Okay, speaking to linen and pants, probably the thing that I've grabbed for the most is the white skirt. And the second thing that I've grabbed for the most this summer has been this linen combo. So specifically the pants. These pants are from Dish. They have a really nice drawstring. I will also press these just so they're kind of looking a little bit nicer, and then if they crease as we go, that's just life, that's okay. I love these pants in an oatmeal as well because it adds a nice contrast as I have a lot of white in my wardrobe. So you're kind of working within that neutral palette, but you're not too matchy-matchy. Oatmeal is a fabulous color. And then I also purchased these from Banana Republic, these shorts that also need a press. The only thing is, I am someone who doesn't love my legs, so I will dress a lot for accommodating that insecurity personally. So I actually don't grab for shorts as much. So in this video, I would folks say, if I'm being completely honest, I wear those pants an absolute ton, and I purchased the shorts to try to push me out of my comfort zone for those extremely hot days. I just wanted to show you both because I don't know, you may be more of a shorts girly than a pants girly, and I love that for you. Very last, but certainly not least, is a pair of white jeans. But this one, this pair is actually from Zara. I have a pair from Ralph Lauren, I have a pair from Goalia, and those ones are both longer. I chose to get these ones. Oh, and Yoga Jeans is a fabulous place to buy jeans because they are so comfortable. You feel like you're wearing sweatpants. And they also have a cropped version. I just feel like if you can get a pair of white jeans, depending on the cut that you like, personally I like a high rise. I normally like them to be full length, but for summer I'll do an ankle cut. And then I can show off my little Tiva sandals. These are just gonna be, again, a really amazing workhorse in your whole wardrobe to mix and match with everything. Plus, I just feel like it's really nice to have a mix between those daytime looks if it's too hot to wear pants, and then going out at night, wearing a pair of jeans, a nice top, the nice top we were talking about, and just a pair of little flat sandals. You're dressed up, you're good to go, and you're probably gonna feel really nice and comfortable in that whole outfit. So let me know, what are the pieces that you grab for the most? Did we have similar ones, or are you thinking, Amanda, I can't believe you didn't put X in this video? Well, going through my closet, there were a few pieces that I was thinking, oh, I could add that too and just chat about it. But genuinely, these are the things that I grab for the absolute most, outside of just a basic white tee or a nice black tank. Those are probably maybe the other two I would add to this video. But let me know down in the comments, and if you liked this version of a video, just really chill. We didn't have to boil the ocean on this one, but I appreciate you guys, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you're not already, I would love for you to become part of this cozy little nook of the internet. We have a little fun here, I think, and things are gonna be ramping up. But without further ado, have a great start to August, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys!